This is the same challenger that this nigga was driving to the house. The same challenger. Man was playing stepdaddy. Man, I started beating on him. Hey y'all, it's your girl aziamikayle, back with another freaking video. If you're new to my channel, hey, I'm aziamikayle. I'm 21, my August Leo. I hope you stick through the end of this video, and if you're feeling me and messing with my vibe, make sure you subscribe on the way out and make sure you hit that like button as well, and always come back for more. If you're not new to my channel, hey baby, welcome back to my channel. How you been? How you doing? What's up? What's tea? What's new? Thank y'all so much for all of the support that I've been getting lately. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there before we get started for this video. I know I look kind of crazy. I will explain in a minute. Thank you so much for all the comments, all the engagement. I really love engaging with my supporters. I respond back to all comments, and I know y'all want to get to know me a little bit better too, because I don't have a Q&A on my channel yet. So make sure y'all drop some questions down below to ask me. They can be juicy questions. I just woke up literally from a nap. It's 5:05 in the afternoon on a Sunday, literally. So I literally just woke up and I wanted to do my hair because I got my wig prepared last night. So today's video, we're going to try to install this wig without bleaching the knot. So I haven't bleached the knot. I took it straight out the package, and I also already, you know, tinted the lace and stuff like that with concealer and the lace tint, but I'll get into that a little bit later down. We're about to hop straight into this video. Make sure y'all like this video, comment down below those questions for the Q&A, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell on the side to be notified every time I post. We are going to be doing a story time plus a wig install. I did pick up this Ruby Rose cream foundation in the shade RDF 10. Next I used this tinted Ebin spray, lace spray. Also got some Ebin edge control. This video is not sponsored by Ebin, but hit a girl up. Email is in the description if you want to collab. I got this IKT wax stick that I got off of Temu. I also got some Ebin lace spray, a bottle of water from the brand Cake Naturally Looks Beauty. I got the Curl Fran. This is like a curl defining cream for the curls. Curl Whip. It's like a foam. This is the wig. As y'all can tell, I did not bleach the knots. I'm pretty sure y'all can see the knots. I did pluck this middle part to make a middle part. Hopefully it's not too wide, but I will fix it if it is too wide. But this is just a long curly wig, 26 inches, 180% density, thick wig, period. Thick like this cake back there, okay? Story time is gonna be based on how I got cheated on in a 2-year relationship. Disclaimer, like, I'm going to be using code names for these people. If you know, you know, but just for the sake of their identity and the sake of my safety and all that good stuff, not worry about it, none of that, because my man don't go about me, period. So I am in a healthy relationship now. I'm so thankful. I prayed for this relationship. I appreciate it for my man, my husband that I got. I love you, babe. If you're watching this video, I love you. Shout out to you. Molded my hair down for the sake of this wig install, just because I ain't felt like twisting my hair up, and that takes a lot of time. So we're gonna skip out on that this time, but next time when I take the wig off, I'll put them back in. But anyways, back to the story time. Okay, so 2 years ago, 2019, I had met this individual off as Facebook. We're gonna call him Tim. So I had met Tim in 2019. I was literally about to graduate, and actually I met him around the time of prom. I'm going ahead and put this out here. Don't meet nobody on social media, okay? So he had hit me up first, of course, and you know, everything went smooth. We started hanging out every single day, and then of course, blah blah blah, we made it official. Yeah, but I was thinking he had, you know, had money, because he had 2 good ass jobs and shit like that. You know, had his own car. He didn't have his own place at the time, but you know, shit, he still had transportation to come and see me and stuff like that, you feel me? So, you know, we started kicking it real good, and we was like, you know, chilling with each other. He was always at my house. Around that time, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of becoming rebellious. You know, I was dealing with a lot of mental issues. I was a senior at the time, and at the time I was not like feeling school, just because like my grandma, my family, and then we had moved like the last minute my senior year, and I left all of my friends and my family. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. I became very, very depressed. I didn't know myself. I was going through identity crisis. I was going through a whole lot mentally at the time, and it's like I felt like nobody heard me. Like, we deep into the relationship now, and we had like our first big break, like argument, but I was like already dealing with stuff mentally, and we was out in public. This is where I had my first mental breakdown at. I had my first mental breakdown because I was dealing with stuff with my family and stuff, which I will be speaking more about on my channel, because my past traumas, and I'm just going to be starting to speak out on more of them. Stay tuned for that information, because I am going to be posting a lot more story time. Get past like graduation, I had just turned 18. I was already ready to start making my own decisions for myself. Spending the night with him. I would never slept with him in the room with him, like literally even at his mom's house. Like, I was sleeping in his sister's room when we started getting cool with each other. He had this thing where, I guess it's because he ain't never really had his own room before, and that was his first time having his own room, so I guess he just didn't want to share with me or whatnot. But I was just spending the night. It's not like I was moving there at the time, you feel me? But back to like after like I graduated and I turned 18 in August, I had my first mental breakdown. I was out in public, and I broke down, and I was like going crazy out in public. I started crying. I started throwing my phone. I started like running off. Like the police, the ambulance, all the people, like they came out there trying to calm me down, trying to figure out the situation. Of course, my mama pull up saying, oh, she a rebellious teenager, she just don't like being told what to do, this and that and the third. But it's not the case. I just wasn't heard. Nobody was hearing me. I exploded. That was my breakthrough. Like, I exploded. I couldn't hold that shit in no more. The shit that I was going through mentally and internally, I couldn't hold that shit in. His mom had ended up coming to get me. I left with her, but she was like, you could come move with me this time, stay with us, like you ain't even gonna do with this. So I made the decision to go move with them. Dumbest decision ever. Don't ever move in with the man and his family. I'm putting that out there. I'm telling y'all my stories so y'all don't go make these same mistakes, okay? Setting yourself up for the okie doke. I go home, I pack my stuff, and I leave. Basically, like, I just leave. I moved in, but at the time, like I said before, I was in his sister room. Y'all know back then, y'all gonna think I'm a dumb little bitch for what I'm telling y'all, but I was young, so I thought it was normal, so I stayed. Okay, I don't even gotta cut the tabs, period. Yes, ma'am. So we're gonna fast forward. Mind y'all, I was financially responsible for everything in this relationship. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and plus I was already in too deep in a relationship with him to turn back now, because it's like at the time I thought it was right. That I felt like that was the right thing that I was doing. Put my man down when he at his lowest, you feel me? That's what I was thinking in my head. I was covering my bills, his bill, on top of buying like groceries for myself. The only thing like he was providing was 2-minute sex. That's all he was giving me, was 2-minute sex. Eventually moving forward, I ended up staying in his room with him. It was door dashing all the time, so every single day we was door dashing food and stuff, and I was always held responsible for like needs and wants. Bought all of our Jordans, all of his clothes, the chains, everything basically that man got now, I basically bought from what I bought in the relationship. And he had a bunch of stuff that I bought. Like, I spent bands on that nigga. I spent bands, and I want my money back. And I didn't get nothing but like a clearance necklace from K Jewels was like $60 for Christmas, and he probably bought me food maybe like 4 or 5 times out the whole relationship. Victoria's Secret pennies when they go on sale, 10 for $35, or he'll buy me like 2 things of Bath and Body Works or something like that. But that was here and there. That didn't match what I was bringing to the table. I know that for a fact, because I was bringing bands. He was only bringing like $100. You feel me? It was not 50-50. It was giving 99. It was giving 99% for me and 1% for him. I already knew that was red sign. And his mama and his sister was telling you need to start being strict on him. Stop giving him all your money. Blah 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 blah. And I wasn't listening. I can't say that. I was hard-headed as fuck. We had to figure that shit out on my own. I had to deal with the consequences on my own just because I didn't listen to them. And they was telling me, and they were his own family, like his own sister and mama was like, don't listen to him, don't deal with him, stop giving him your money, blah 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 blah. But me being the girl that I am, a love girl that I am, I just brushed that shit on the brush, and I was like, That my man, I'm about to hold him down, period. We're gonna fast forward to like I want to say like beginning 2021. Tim's car that he had at the time was broken and he had to get a new car, so he ended up getting a charger and he used his money to get the charger. I didn't help him get the charger. I had started slowly like mentally detaching myself from him, because females all females know that if you're the type of female I am, I'm the type to keep going back to a motherfucker until I'm mentally checked out the relationship, so it don't hurt when I actually do decide to leave. And that's just what I do. I know it's a lot of females out there that can vouch and say they do the same. I'm gonna fast forward about like when he got his charger. So you know, he got the charger wrapped and he ended up getting into like a little car group here. Actually, my family helped him into that car group. He started getting into like the car group stuff, started hanging out with them and started going to events and stuff like that. Blase blase. I knew something. I started knowing something was up when like he was like hanging out with them and coming home at like 12 o'clock 1 o'clock at night in the morning. You know, that he was hanging out with all men and shit like that, grown men. And that it was grown men. Them men had like women to go home to as well. So you know, I ain't thinking they out there, you know, he cheating and stuff. One time they had like this anniversary for the car group and he had invited the family, and I was like, well, I want to ride with him because, you know, like he my man, he got a charger, like I want everybody to know this and the third. And like, I want to mind y'all, we were very public with our relationship, very public. Everybody know we were together. So at the time I didn't think it was a problem, because like we was out in public, we did everything together. Like I didn't think it was like a problem. So he had made a big deal out of it. So I let him, you know, drive to the event by himself and I drove my car. And so we get there, like he acting like real distant and stuff. So I'm in his car and stuff like that, and he acting like real quiet. Like before then he was rowdied up with the men that in the car group with him. But we get there, you know, it's kids there dancing. It's like a big ass cookout. Everybody out there showing off their cars, revving them up, like, you know, staying by his side because we out the car at this point. You know, we walking around, we watching them rev up their engines and stuff like that. So he keep walking off from me and I'm like, okay, why the fuck you keep walking off? So I'm getting aggravated myself. So you know, I just said fuck it, I'm just about to go. So me and his sister, at the time she was my best friend, we ended up going out with her baby daddies. He ended up taking us out to go get mimosas and we ended up getting drunk and having fun. So I ended up forgetting about it completely, you feel me? But we was planning on going out again later that night, so we was already like turned up for the day. So I wasn't letting nothing faze me. So I ain't trip. I just, you know, booed out under the rug, you feel me? And we had gotten a car wreck that same night. So somebody, we was about to go into this hookah lounge, and somebody, it was this drunk driver, we was trying to turn into the hookah lounge and they hit us and sped off. You know, everything went back to normal. We lived our everyday lives like everything was normal and stuff like that. Cool. And I didn't have any suspicions with his phone or anything. Like, I don't think I had any suspicions at the time, like he was cheating on me and stuff like that, like throughout his phone. I really only checked his phone like one time throughout the whole relationship, because I'm just the type of person that like don't like to check phones. I'm already skinny as it is, baby. I'm not trying to lose an extra 20 to 30 pounds, okay? I need all the pounds that I can get that can stick. Oh, so I wasn't suspecting that he was cheating. He didn't hide his phone from me or nothing like that, so I didn't suspect like he was cheating or anything. But we're gonna fast forward a little bit down the line. He had got his car wrapped. Like he had got a wrap on his car, and he ended up like he basically showed out. Like he started acting way brand new. Put y'all on to some. I don't really wear lace band unless I actually have to, but I've been using this instead. It's just a knitted lace stocking, and I use this because it's stretchy and it holds better, and I put my elastic band on top of it. But usually throughout the day when I'm like just sitting at my desk working, I only have this one on. But we're gonna fast forward to when he about to go to the police academy. Because of the police academy, I made sure that man had everything that he needed, because he was so last minute. He ain't had nothing to go because he had to bring his own stuff. They have to stay on campus at the police academy here, and they have to be there Monday through Fridays, and they can leave Friday afternoons and be back there Sunday afternoon. And they have to do that for I forgot how many weeks it was, but it was a couple weeks that he had to do that for. We over here trying to scramble up this man, you know, to find, like, get all his stuff that he's need, like his shirts, navy shirts, pants, socks, food, like the little necessities they were going to use through the academy and stuff like that. So like we was trying to scramble and get able to get all the stuff for him. I went to every store I could to make sure he had literally everything exactly on that list. Like I was out for hours that day trying to find everything that he need. And you know, when it was time for him to go, his first day, you know, we helped packed all his stuff up, and we took him, said our goodbye rides and stuff like that. I think we took him, or he either drove himself. I'm not 100% sure. Fast forward to him being into like the academy, like maybe like a week or two in, you know, I kind of find it strange that he started texting me on Snapchat, but he was also still at like, I ain't think too much of it, because, you know, I ain't thinking too much of it, but I did have that in the back of my mind, like, why is he texting me on Snapchat? He stopped texting me on iMessage, but started texting me on Snapchat, and I'm like, why the fuck is this man texting me on Snapchat? But, you know, I just, you know, I ain't thinking too much of it. In the back of my mind, yes, I knew he was cheating, but did I want to believe it? No, because it was like, dang, we was 2 years into our relationship, literally had just made 2 years, and I was like, this is the man that I was gonna be with, and we're gonna go through our ups and downs, this and then the third. It may be tough right now. This is what I'm thinking right now in the moment, like in a relationship. And so, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold him down, stay, because I know it's gonna be for the better. Like, I'm gonna gain something out of this, you feel me? I ain't gained not a shit thing out of that relationship. Not a shit thing, but how to love myself more and how to better my finances and never buy nigga shit ever again. That is what I learned. And also not to get close with a family. So fast forward, he started texting me on Snapchat and he stopped texting me on iMessage. I found that funny. I didn't think too much of it. So, you know, when I told y'all he used to come home on Friday, he's supposed to come home on Fridays through Sundays. Well, guess what he was doing? He was not coming home. Mind y'all, I'm still living in his mama house. Like, his sister done moved out to Cali. I'm still living in his mom's house. His brother was living downstairs in the living room. And me and his mom, we had like a rocky relationship. Like, it was just weird. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to get into too much into that, but it was just kind of weird sometimes, just me being alone, like just me in the house alone. You know, because his sister was gone with her and the kids, and he was in the academy, so he was gone throughout the week. But he would not come home to see me. He would be like, oh, I'm about to go spend the night at like the trap house with the boys from the car group. And I'm like, okay, not thinking too much of it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I am feeling upset because, like, dang, you expect you to come see me. You ain't see me all week, barely talk to me and stuff like that. You think you come home straight to me and have the whole weekend to myself. No, he wanted to go be with the boys, aka the girl. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I found out a little bit later. But yeah, so this was going on for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks in, and I was getting lonely and stuff like that. So, you know, I started getting more into TikToks and started like, this was the time where I tried to start YouTube and stuff like that. So I was getting back into YouTube a little bit more. All those videos are deleted and stuff just for trauma purposes. I don't want to relive any of that stuff anymore. So I took those videos down. That's why I don't see those old videos on my YouTube channel. But, you know, I was getting back into my groove, doing things, getting my nails done, hair done and stuff like that. I was talking to people like on a friendly level. It was nothing serious and stuff. I wasn't hanging out with people because I was still living in his mama's house, so keep that in mind. It was just one day, I don't know, I was on Facebook and I followed the car group on Facebook, and I was scrolling on Facebook. I had seen this post and it looked like the inside of his car, so I clicked on it, and it was a girl like hand in like the picture. Let me backtrack a little bit. Now, it was a time before where he had showed up to the house on one of those weekends. He was off, but he had showed up in a yellow Charger. I mean, a yellow Challenger. And I was like, never seen that Challenger, David. Like, me and his mama and his sister, we was kind of confused on who Challenger that was. And he was like, oh yeah, we switching cars around. We driving, everybody's driving each other cars around inside of the car group. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then we gonna fast forward like a week later. He got his car back. And I went to go, he came to my grandma's shop because my grandma is the barber. He came to my grandma's shop to get his hair cut. And when I went to go walk him to his car, I looked inside his car. It was some flip-flops in the car. It was a scrunchie around his gear shift changer. And in the back seat was a car seat. Who shit is this? Like, tell me what's up. Who shit? Who the fuck his shit is this? He was like, oh, remember I told you we were switching cars? They probably just left it in the car. We don't know who been driving each other cars around. So y'all just really freely driving each other cars around. You think I'm that dumb, but at the time I was. I ain't gonna cry at the time I was. But at the time in the back of my mind, I already knew. You feel me? I already knew. So we're gonna go back to when I found that Facebook post. So I had found the girl and her Challenger, and I was like, this is the same Challenger that this nigga was driving to the house. To the house, the same Challenger. The same Challenger. Now, mind y'all, his mama had already met the girl, and his grandma had already met the girl. He was bringing the girl up to his mama's job, and the grandma was there, and they were talking to her. So his mama and his grandma knew that he was cheating on me, and his mama was coming home talking to me all in my face and acting all friendly, and she knew. And the same thing for his grandma, she knew as well. So she basically was faking it with me the whole fucking time, and she knew that I was getting cheated. I don't have no respect for that. Like, you should have told me. Like, you knew the girl, he brought the girl to your job, you seen the Challenger, and you over here playing dumb just with me. And I'm not playing dumb. I actually am confused the whole time and trying to figure out what the fuck going on. I'm over here playing FBI agent, trying to figure out what the fuck going on, trying to put 2 to 2 together, and it's not equaling 4. You get me? After I found that post, you know, I put 2 to 2 together, and I started finding her page. So I reached out to sis, and I was like, hey, do you know such and such? Do you know Tim? She was like, oh yeah, I know Tim. We've been together for 2 months. He just bought me a promise ring. He moved in with me not too long ago. Times that he was coming home to getting clothes and shoes, I'm thinking he's taking back to the academy, because that's what he's telling me. He's saying that he's taking the jump back to the academy. So I ain't thinking too much of the whole time. He moved slowly, moving his shit into her apartment. Into her shit. Mind y'all, let me put that out here. We was in a relationship for 2 years. The only thing that I got was a $60 necklace off clearance, and she get a promise ring within 2 months of knowing her. It's like, dang, like what the heck was I not doing that she was able to get a promise ring within like 2 months? Like, you know, I was financially responsible for both of us in the relationship. I was paying his bills, my bills, the shoes that he got, I paid for it, clothes that he bought, I paid for jewelry, cologne, boxer. I screenshotted, you know, all that information, all the messages. I'm talking back and forth with the girl. She telling me everything, and she didn't know nothing about me. She didn't know this shit thing. And this was not me coming like woman to woman. This is my, like, I was trying to get more information, because this was at the time my man, and I needed answers. When he was saying he was spending the night at the trap house with the people in the car group, the whole time he was going over to her house. Mind y'all, she has a baby. Man was playing stepdaddy. Baby, I ain't had no kids. I beat teen pregnancy. I'm 21 with no kids currently. And you left me for somebody that have a child. So you left me to go play stepdaddy. Cool. So, you know what? I sent the screenshots to him on Snapchat. I was like, so this what you've been doing the whole time? This and that and the third. Like, you really hurt me. Like, I'm going off on this nigga cussing him dog slap out. And he was like, and I was like, you know what, it's cool, I got something for that. So, you know, I texted my mama. I already got her already in the mix, like telling her already. And my mama like, you need me to come get you, this and that and the third. What, you need to go ahead and pack up all your junk, And baby, I already had my stuff packed. I was packing my junk already. As soon as I sent him them screenshots, and I was like, babe, so this is what we on? So this what we on? After I sent the screenshots and blocking him, I started packing up my stuff. Now, he eventually came to the house after I blocked him and stuff, just to like look around. But baby, when he came to the house, I had my hair pent up just like this. Yes, I do. Yes, I did. And I waited till he get upstairs. So I got upstairs, and he went into his mama room, and I started beating on him. Like, I started going off on him on the hands, and he couldn't do nothing with me. For one, you're not finna play with my feelings. For two, you could have told me if you was losing feelings for me. Like, you could have told me, like, I'm an easy person you can be honest with. Like, honesty is the best policy with me. Like, literally, you could have just told me, whether they didn't let me on, thinking we still in a relationship. Whole time you moved in with a bitch and her baby. His brother, remember the brother that lived in the living room, he run upstairs, he come get me off of him, and I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking that, like, let me off him, I'm about to beat his ass some more, this and that and the third. So he tried to run out the room, Tim tried to run out the room, right? I pushed his brother off of me. Mind you, his brother like 200 more pounds than me, like 200-300 more pounds than me, right? I charged after Tim. I charged after him. So I caught him in the hallway right before he tried to go down the stairs, and I was going at it again. I was going at it again at him. I was trying to stump him to the ground. His brother ended up getting me again, and he ran down the stairs and out the front door. He flew down them stairs and out the front door. He got into that car and he sped off in his Charger, like sped off to the point where his tires were screeching, like his tires are screeching. And I was just so heated. My job, all my stuff is already packed in my car, so I'm already ready to go, baby. I ain't give a fuck. So I went into his room And what I did, all the stuff that I bought him, I destroyed. Simple as that. Because you not finna sit here and play with me, my money, my time, and my feelings, baby. And I was responsible for everything in that relationship, and you gonna go out here and do that? I left and I went back home with my mama. You feel me? I went back home. He got to the crib again. He found out his stuff was destroyed and shit like that. And he was like, oh, I'm about to press charges. And then on the third, boy, press charges. You gonna press charges on the shit that I bought that I still have receipts for? Be fucking for real with yourself. Okay? Be fucking for real. BFFR. Period. But yeah, he was standing there. I was like, I don't care. Do what you gotta do. But I'm just letting you know, you're not finna sit here and play with me. I ain't one of them other females that's just gonna throw that shit on the rug and sit here and soap and cry and be depressed for months and months. I know you gonna feel my wrath. Yeah, I'm not one of them. I promise you, I'm not one of them. You gonna learn. After that, I had cussed him out one last time, and I'm not even about to follow his sister because at the time all this shit was happening, her ass was in California, so she didn't even know what was going on. He wasn't even talking to her, and so she wasn't really talking, so she didn't even know, so I can't even fault his sister for that. After that, I just, you know, started healing and stuff, and that's when maybe like literally a month afterwards, I found the man that I'm with now, my husband, and I'm with now. And we're about to be making 2 years this year in October. We're making 2 years, and I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed, and I pray for a relationship like this. I'm so thankful to have a man that's not holding me financially responsible for everything in a relationship. He don't even let me pay for everything by myself. I have to let him know, like, he wants to, like, it's the thing that he wants to. It's not that he needs to, it's that he wants to, and that's what I appreciate. And we happy and we healthy and we peaceful. He actually helped me get through a lot of those traumas that I was going through and healing process, because mind you, I had just got out of that relationship, and maybe like in September came around and I had just met the dude that I'm with now. And although yeah, I was scared at first, but I jumped the gun and I went out and I did it because I trust him. I gained a trust with him, and I'm thankful that he was patient with me and so loving and caring with me and attentive. He listened to me when I talk. Like, I was always heard with him. He makes me feel comfortable, so I'm definitely very much happy now. And y'all want to know the crazy thing about this whole story? The ending. Oh, my bad, y'all. And y'all want to know the crazy ending about this story is, just recently somebody reached out to me and was like, hey, you know, Tim and old girl broke up, right? She was like, the girlfriend was messing with somebody in a car group, and he had found out, and that's why they not together anymore. You see how that flipped on him? You see what he did to me flipped on him in reverse, Terry? What you put into the universe is exactly what you get out into the universe. And that's why I'm very careful with my life and what I do and how I treat people and how I move. She backdoored him after he backdoored me. Ain't that some shit? That's some crazy shit. Like, I don't got him on like any social media platforms anymore. Like, I don't follow him or anything, just for the sake of my relationship, and I don't want nothing to do with him personally. Like, I don't think we have nothing to talk about, really. It's nothing that was the same. Even if I wasn't in a relationship right now, no, we would not be together. Like, why would I put myself in that predicament again? You feel me? I would not put myself through that shit again at all. But other than that, that's all that happened, honestly. And I'm glad that I went through what I went through, because I learned a lot through this situation. I learned how to love myself more. I learned how to be confident. I was very insecure within myself, and yeah, I was basically able to do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do in that relationship, because I felt stranded, I felt locked away. And I'm just thankful that I was able to get out of that situation, and it made me strong. Basically, moral of the story is, love yourself first. Put yourself first always. And if you feel like something is wrong or off, speak up. Moral of the story is, don't give these men your money. Don't pull out your card the first day. The mistake I made was pulling out my card at McDonald's to pay for food. But if you don't got money for McDonald's, you ain't got money for McDonald's, Mickey D's? Oh, this kind of cute. But yeah, don't give these men your money, okay? Keep your money for yourself. Keep your money for yourself. Learn from my mistake. Please learn from my mistake and don't give these men your money. please. I'm teaching y'all from experience. I ain't even finna joke with you. I may tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie, okay? I'm gonna be using a razor comb for the first time for my edges instead of just a regular old pair of scissors or actual like eyebrow razor. I don't even know which size to use. Do I use the big side? I'm gonna start down just in case. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to cut some more off because that's too long. So let's just cut that much off, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, so while this is setting and the edges are drying, I'm about to go ahead and detangle the hair. I'm gonna go in with my Y2 comb, spray bottle full of water, and I'm gonna go in first with this Curl Friend by Cake Natural Luxe Beauty. This is Total to Die For Defying Curl Cream, Fish Fighting Curl Defying Gloss Silky Styling. So we're about to spray the hair down, drench it first. We're gonna go in with the hot comb last because that's like the last finishing touch you gotta do. I'll put his rib in the refrigerator. You heard me, babe?
Yeah, baby.
It's the yeah baby for me. It's the yeah baby. I'm married, y'all. By the way, BT Loves. Another life update. I am married. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead with that wax stick that I got from Shein that came in that bundle pack with some lace glue, wig glue, an edge brush. We're gonna go ahead and go in with this one. It works pretty good for the most part. I'm not going to lie. Like I used it on my previous wig that I was wearing before that. The wig that y'all seen in that video with Shine Wig, I used the wax stick for that. And I also posted a video on TikTok trying this out as well. I believe I posted it on here. And do it to that side too. And then it's tangled. And then take it. Get everything seamless. And we're gonna get some even spray. Make it the whole period. I'm sorry about the lighting, y'all. I'm filming on my Snapchat. So y'all, as y'all can tell, I don't want to disturb her or anything because he's still a puppy. So I got a blue nose picked on Friday, this past Friday, and his name is Ace, and he is so sweet. He's not one of those crazy pit bulls. He's still a pup, so he's only 5 months, and his birthday was in January. I forgot the date. I'm really bad with birthdays, y'all, but he is so precious. I'm gonna put some videos or pictures up on the screen. But yeah, that is our new member to the family. I'm obsessed with him. My man is obsessed with him. My brother like him. And yeah, we're trying to get on his schedule and stuff like that, and me taking him out. That's why I'm going back to the gym and stuff, because I have to wake up early to take him out so I have enough time to clock in so I'm not late. So I might as well go to the gym while I'm up and then come back and be ready for work and stuff like that, and be ready to clock in. The lace part also, like, since I ain't bleached the knots, I'm just gonna apply it around the whole base of my hairline as well. Yeah. Okay, y'all, Period. How do y'all think I did with this wig install? I think I did really good. And I only used the Even Wonderlace adhesive spray in the black can, and it do have a strong hold on my scalp, like not moving, not going anywhere. I believe I did pretty good. Period. And then if I wanted to, I could do like a side part, you know, if I wanted to do the little side. Okay, period. I did pretty good, and my part is even. Looks natural. It's giving. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, today's story time, and I hope y'all like this wig. Again, if y'all are interested in this wig, I'm gonna put the Amazon Instagram seller in my description, so make sure y'all check my description. I also list like wig supplies, lashes supplies, like I list home decor stuff. So I got a whole bunch of different stuff on my Amazon storefront, so make sure y'all check that out. Also, I got like different Temu links of items that I've also purchased off of Temu and stuff like that. So make sure y'all check out my Linktree account. Make sure y'all follow me on aziamikayle on my TikTok, and my second TikTok page for my weight gain and workout page is aziamikayle 2.0. Everything will be linked down below in the description box, so make sure y'all check that out. Period. Yes ma'am. And before y'all click out this video, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up, comment down below for more videos like this, more story times, more story time ideas. Also drop those Q&A questions so I can make my Q&A video, so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. Anyways, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support that I have been getting, the supporters. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming. I hope you watched to the end of this video, and I'm pretty sure you did because you're watching right now. I hope you would stick to my channel, subscribe on your way out. You got my annoying boyfriend in the background making noises like he's slow or something, but anywho, yeah, subscribe to my channel. Make sure y'all turn that bell on the side to be notified every time I post. You don't miss a what? You don't miss a what? A beat, baby. Yes ma'am. I will see y'all in my next video. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the wigs and stuff like that. Make sure y'all follow my TikTok, all that good stuff. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Bye.